o doctor ni na o be tro aduro ni ma no no wo nim nyansa chen no enya hwe unim aduro unim nyansa chen no unim nyansa chen no unim nyansa chen no in aduro no choi no doctor ne ba wa ba be hu in o ka cho say enya aduro na me tro ma no enie. This is it. You are not being professional. You are not being professional. Let's say Asante come here. Asante come here.
Rafa Kwaba.
Yeah.
Bibi aboko.
Bibi anya boko. Enso ye be fan sa.
Bibi anya boko.
Bibi anya boko.
Sa, ba de be fan sa. When you do?
Many years den sa.
Sa.
Many years den sa. Me run a whole nsem.
Okay. Anope ubu baby ansa oba. Wusi uyi bro ni kraman ya.
Uyi abro fun kraman free for. Baby ni na o. Yen shada andwini o.
What say?
Yen shada andwini.
Yen shada andwini. Hwe ne ye na.
Edin yo.
Sa.
Edin pa captain. Edin.
Yen shada andwini sa o.
Captain say ye dwini a eba ne sen na obi a sebi o man ye wo mo ma ye medicine bebre pa wa hapa yi. Menye medical person. Me school you kra man ko bi ye mfa ne sa. But obi a wosua medicine bia nim say unya shoulder dislocation a very hard for you to even sit upright like this.
That's yes, sure.
Right? 2, for you to be moving that same dislocated shoulder, no, it's one of the painful things. Say, I cast a dislocated shoulder. Na obia sebiu itafrache or say or no, a mebunu bia bewura ne so, a bi boneti, a bi bonenim. Do they push you? No, I didn't see. Was it a tap or a fist? I can't differentiate, but I was able to dodge some of the fist. Na ye wo nipa e wo kuro yi mu pa o mo hwe na say the main substance of the issue has been neglected. Na mum sa entro yi na ye di etira. We are building a society of lies. And no until obisam say it make enye mani na den yaw. It's hard, it's painful. And ebi mu kra no so nenam anasifo ni bi and na on go school and now do you know what it takes to become a nurse? Nyame nsiramu na oma mu nyansa na ahoden nimdie ni bi nka ho na untumi mfensua bebre na de ye hu die ebia no odin say ye ba no professional negligence and no nya medical negligence so professionalism negligence come on, it's too bad. Adding, and we need to do something about it.
Yeah, no so ma me fa wo sha se o video ba ku bia na udi akwa bia wa ko hwe ball egu kwan ho no. Fa no sha se ma me. Den na udi akwa na chisa. And
the mania papa for the first time. Captain, unim say dwumedi a mi di no Ghana ha nkofo di atem bebrebe no. And the pe any da matis a radio station and TV station bi e ka say dwumedi a udi a ukodi abrantie bi eche abrantie na ode ball an kogu wo no me drive or traffic him ena me hu say traffic na che ye no wa park in the car e di esi ho
enye trotro
dabi ne private car yeah we yi ne ball e wo
our side be
kaswa overhead no ase enti right after the police station no traffic ache na oyi ne ball no edigo na they say me kwa ne desta ba ko o desta ne be park car ho o wie no san tugu wo car o momo fa mufi it hurts. So as obia sebio madwene ye adwuma ebum yese mabodam me ye hooligan a hoodlum ne trinhia ye sei sebio me trinhia ye sei but omo yi omuti sakola ne cat papa no bebre na no
unim nyansa chen wo
minim nyansa nchom na emo medwene kon kan chen wo
and they say this okra wo de nkra no hyetem bi dan no
because ebia de omo hu no senior me madwene nyanyi no me hu nyoma trasa
okay
because na nipa de this ball and egu no na nipa gina ho but obia e hwe no say as if it nothing na ye wia ye de onu awura ade kromponti e ma ye yare captain o man yi mu ade ba ko e de ye ko hospital pa ye den efi
yeah sure
efi cause obo o man yi mu a we road accident fi a the next thing na eku ye pa malaria e na mpanyimfo ne de na beka ho stroke and diabetes. Right? So adeɛ baako a higher pa wo manyim fi. Na se obi adeɛ betumi de wakɔ hospital na sebio nurse ni atena wa ahwɛ na waka kyerɛ sɛ uwu no kɔna kɔgye card bransa na ahwɛ na sɛ no no enye wo hi asɛm sɛ wobɛhwɛ sɛ obi yɛ saa de na wobɛsi ne kwan a me de me mperema wo mmɛyɛ da wu fi no na mfa mimi mom enkoda hospital no yin sɛ me du ono ma yɛ nsɛntroni a me ni adwuma papa bia yɛ yɛ de me ba hospital a obi onu kosua nurse akosua doctor papa be kyerɛ me sɛ ntimi mpo me ntwan nyare na maba hɔ no mo wa be kyerɛ me. I had to drive behind this guy yeah for more than 10 minutes. Because we were in the traffic. Oh Johnny. So the gu ho no mimi si ko ne car no me ko bisa ade oyɛ no onsi no ba yesa ne bola ne mfiro eno tu the car no instead me nam fom into tu car ne ko a me no me ntumi ndi etiri okɔ but onim say me tu car di n'echi nti me hu the car na ode nam no and I could see the car ahead of me in the traffic and I keep monitoring the car until I may try to maneuver myself through to get more closer. Ohun say me di n'echi no na omane na me so me mane bi di n'echi na gapte uni masere se me wom time ha me de car ne nam na me chase obi a ono de ball out me bi say me kɔ akɔkye no me nya adwuma ma assembly bia o me nya adwuma ma sanitation agency obi anto petrol ma me car na me de nam na nkasa petrol no ubia na wo bu 100 egum enti anadwo me kɔ da no me mu ti me nam woni ya no me da gauge ina masande akodi obi eti ni pay ebi kura de wa fill tank ina wudi na ti petrol kakra na ewo mu no ti me nam nia me mpa ebo nia ni se urade ma me nkoka na beebi akwa no so de me wura ye no sa kasoa ba be do toll booth na there is a block factory be on side right to say when you are coming from Kasoa before the toll booth there is a block factory and san we descend e dey akọ overhead na a toll booth no e no wifi ho enti etire ho ne de kenkre enyoma mienu na na mede me nkwa e to chacha wo ho se etuo da ne ka mu ana bibi da ne ka mu a wo chesi ne no so ye obibi a obetumi aka say he felt threatened so no obi edi nechi and out of self defense one Ghana for ye ni mo enema rage asem ye ba yi atemu mu di and neglected the main focus of idea e ma de course nua course yi nkombedi matem papa ebi mekọ asole him hanky kwasia so akọji na ni so operedodo but na me kọ akọje ade a ebebo o man no ebe shaping your thinking mekọ ya me di akoye ti ye koye laki Ghana ya yale ba akọ meka ho ase ba ka no energy be sada no yam building a society. We need to have country and town planners. I be arrange into every society biano. There should be a drive in and a drive out. Into baby, there shouldn't be any instance of wakwa. Into the boame. Aqua no can be dinner or one me dinner. Yaquayana fee or quapimo war. Mr. Medinati, only a down and quay. So quanko. This is our weapon. So I need to make a turn around. No, so none. Na any and sign sonko. As some PF and say, sign a me.
Na that na wonye wade no
me ekitame
okay
nti I record you na mo we TikTok live no on the TikTok violations no say who drive it na say who ye live a camera ni nya twem wo steer wheel ne so a o me start video ne down so video no a camera ne fast so no and almost start video na and almost starting it down the video no wouldn't save
okay
so who ye video ni we a the video will save automatically. But almost start video ne down per the violations na. Inti ho man na me ba live on Facebook. Inti meje obeje ye saying ne da nkomo ni no was on TikTok. And no share TikTok that time ni no. Can attest to this. And I told him, so the sika meje no. On fan ko tuama assembly no. Because I know said there is a fund. So yes I na. Inti yanko no nko tue sika ne ma assembly. No tue sika ne ma assembly we are. Me so me de part of my advocacy am pesa abanye bibi fa ho. And say, omo de baller egu abontin nia no. Sa wonu mu nsuo 50 pesos. Na sa wototo foma, yentew na ye moka 500 cedis. Now so obi tew so the rubber to foma. Na ye catch any pan so the oba ye be man 100 cedis. Captain, boys don't go overhead na say wo second. So metin ko for the omako no. na say yete umpo na utumi ye able to convince nipa no so enfame nko na me ma even 50 cedis na jamia for the fact that we train nipa no even 50 cedis and nipa no so nim say ye do kwa e beje 500 cedis a on di 50 da obeka cho say na man 3 million na on jao because so kwa aban wa ko 5 million utia da 3 million ne kwa ma sa nipa na nipa no aye edwuma ama aban indirectly no wo tia ne ka and etina o the ball abeto fom bi no enti aban enye bibi mfo sa de no o ma ya watchdogs enti wo hwa me na me hwa me mate Gordon so the final to fom emi agene 500 etina Godwin na ma o ta say captain di bi beto fom no ache no no adi di sika asem within 2 years Accra will be one of the cleanest cities enti me so me punishment ne say ball na o de to ho no ye ma ne praye ye ma ne sovel kantan ka ho ayemfa nko na onko pra ni nyamfio captain unimade na emobo ye do kaso tax force omo ye in charge of sanitation praye pe na omo wo so savol say whatever ye so omo de bi ti gata nim asa e bi ni ho so this tells us the lack of logistics any nyoma ye lack e wo ye institutions bebre but still na na muma bem me ma kwani jina so ko haye abobo ya se campaign ni wa fa abobo ya akotwe e ko jina kwan no so e make sure say me meeting na me ko sa abre na ma me pie no me cancel no na me jina we make sure say wa pra bola no asesa fom wonu mu nia e mama ye convince say efi bi enguo na ade e mama ye sa ade ni nia ni a day before that kwan de bola na ebeto no me bakrom na omu jina ho no omu sesa bola no ade tenya wo ba yi ufie bola e dia beguo say ye ni kwan ya ye de jeje bola ye strategize yi na bola e ye sika papa
that's afei rage proper e ye den na do copy rage
minim say mo betumi de minim ma menhwe say we eni ye ba be program bi e wo Ghana ha and matisa waka ho nsem bebre red ya abe ya boys bi gina wa na omo da o gina ho pa wada nti me wo na minya call from one man be a friend Mr. Eric or the CEO for Bike Life ye kuromu ya yenim yenu anu mu bia omo de car in a exhibition omo so de no enye car omo de ni motorbikes enye motorbike your friend is saying hygiene ne royal nkitingiti bio motorbikes a be here at worth like $40,000 $30,000 bikes akesia na bo edin pa nti we mu ye adefo a omo very responsible people in the society now as part of omo program no na e kan say ye be kwa abonten akoye advocacy ama boys na omo street so a respectfully ebimo elusi omu future out of this drugs are omu take care omu nim the effects of it no ye be kwa so last 3 weeks ye call circle ye kosi abimu a ye ne omu edi nkomo omu a omu pese omu ko omu krom ye tue ebimu lorry fare ye ko hwe arrange car edi bimu ekoi doctor fo a omu so volunteer ye eko psyche ebimu ema emwa bia na e wo say ye de boa as part of the program ye now last week and last 2 weeks last week yeah because Enra barely 1 week as asem ni see no now say omode bikers ni nia no ekọ the venue of the program no which is at the Independence Square now omukọ tere omo how the program will be arranged and say oh ye biker no ebusuafo beba bia oba pe aha na oba park o car and now oh ye biker mo ba mo be wure ma fa so part of the arrangement no ye koye ni nia and no last day for no before then ye din kai ko osu castle honum side and omukoye meeting omuye no movie the call Independence Square ono it lasted for barely 15 minutes and almost say Sundays be omuye exhibition motor exhibition ewo what do you call it N1 so omo pese omo ko ho na ye ne boys no enko kasa as to the abuse of drugs in there which is part of the program so we went there ye call honum na accident be see boy no pray minim ne da
oh wonim no
minim no baby
guy no pray na mo no hospital no wonim no
minim ne da
unhu ne da
mi no no angasa mponim me Ebi onu di onim me. What time I could do ono. Ah, boss rap, boss senior rap, Charlie. So I know the ebi onim. But me die. Me nimu no. Me hu no wi ase bibi ada. Now, also me say na ye advocacy as to the abuse of illegal drugs. So na ye the other side. So when I saw the crowd, abo eguba afkono. Now I'm saying, no, let me get there and see what is happening. Me could do almost say, boy Senebako has been involved in an accident, man. The nato car mu Echo Hospital. This was around 5:40, 5:50 thereabout. The Echo Hospital. So maybe you imagine saying, "Come Echo Hospital." So I went in to move my bike. Say me call Legon Hospital, knowing that that was the closest proximity in terms of medical health. So be in your emergency. I hold the number. See me kono, and I'm saying me friend CEO because one me angasa. Bike life no me said I am a registered member and you're part of the advocacy I kwakwe no and almost say jimoto baako na yenko, right? So me friend no na me man nya we say me the bike no ko akwohwe boy na almost we nya accident no ti me friend no amfa so me do Legon no sorry Accra Mall me make the 10 and I be ras here akọ and I nya call from him say memra na boys no dey do omo ye no ho no I need to come back. And I'm like, what is it? No, so me to me afraid police amano. And I know him to be a very emotional person. So certain things, the fact that Ebia obe to me afraid paying Ebia and also obe to me afraid the police for them to come and take charge of it. No, doesn't mean say you should abuse that opportunity.
Okay.
Let me calm myself, assess the situation, and if it needs a police, then we can place a phone call. Maybe do one of my boys matter. So I dealt with it and I told them, say, Charlie, you better to me akwa boy no. And also, Wama boy said didn't kind of kodada. So let's do what actually brought us here. I was just told that there's been an accident. One of the guys, is involved out in the hospital. So after roughly 15-20 minutes, and I almost say, "Yeni get it ready na yenko." But as part of solidarity, yen to me mbahona asemesi ho na yeni aye movie akọ without nothing. So let's go to the hospital. Now, a home in a moment say, I'm not Courage Hospital. So we moved from your friend is saying Fiesta Royal Traffic towards the N1 in a Omukofa, Achimota, Honomono, Ekofa, Achimota Ma 7 overhead in Asewo, and make a 10 Achimota inside one. Maybe on my astrotef bino. Eko Dani Omu or Koye, home, Neka Cranameno, Omo Yana Misuru. And the accident didn't see granted. A yapenma could nim. So they moved far forward. Yeah, call Ridge Hospital, you do Tesano police station. And one of the boys, Epija Motono, because I was at the others also Tesano police station. Almost that concrete block, it divided quite into two.
That's right.
And see, Mimi Jina this side. And a boy need the motor never crash. Motor is by 6. Hey, pim into Obia from the member. Sorry, if you share any rough. Tale we pra mu okay my so we mu yes so we mu obi an sorry nti me bi so obi no e na me hu se nsuo na mensa ho na boy ba ko say boss rough it be like you hurt too me share na me pra na me say tale omoma yenko right so me tina motorbike na so no and I realized say no and yes something I can use my hand to ride again besides not the crotch of the bike ebu nti you will need more effort to be able to hold the crutch nti one of the guys enter bike na yenko. Don't forget, me say time I need a call after that minute riding through Achimota Kwano that way no. You find say 15-20 minutes any they making all those ride That time you know the boy in a hospital that. And my bike has no been at the coin to more. Yeah, movie any could do one no. Nobody that I can confirm any demo to ride inside Me ankasa if almost CCTV footage almost from Rabonte. Who about the rager? On your left side, that was where Omurai, our Mukopaki motorbikes. No, Mimi call for na many Omuko. They all parked outside. So I walked. Say police for no more station on them that time. No, also oh baby Rema, Omu was some gate Ketwabi. So that me far inside. So one girl called a friend say, Yefa, right? It's the police for no more. If there is a CCTV footage, I showed the entrance of the hospital now. That I was working with 3 guys. no mo de me omuna no mo much concerned with oh Charlie mo could go make them attend to you so ye wure mu no minim so producers ebetumi de boy na or share me no atoso a when I entered and I'm say Charlie can somebody come and attend to me please I'm hurt and a boy and the guy say oh please we come to attend to you to na be ni Jimmy so we laughed as boys and okay say Charlie boss mo mo ma nkoje o card. And I went on Okachem say, go and sit down at the trauma place one. Nti me kwatena ho. Me kwatena ho, many omo na omo ti woni ane eto ayedi nkomo. E na boy ne sanso ba ho no mu biem. Oba no Okachem say, e den ne sie na mche chale menya problem mo hwe na mo mepepa de ne ma me na mu njai e den ne sie. When we are no we can attend to that. E no obisa me card no makọ na me so mo koje. That time me yi me driver's license. And the amount one of the guys now all boy no omo de ba accident a room one no say onje no kwaje me card mreme minim sa ye friend saying me hu mu camera ni yi sa papa ya ye so na ye secretary to Ghana registered nurses dem ya onamo ka say na makono mo red ne boys bi na ye buy me ye very much sure say no ma hwe video na we hu se me kwaje card no inti ena omu gira so say obaaye no ena yesi onkwankwaje card
o nti ukwaje card no
the card no me producer betumi dia to so confirm to so
e won rich wa
me masanya ma mu producer nko betumi dia to
nti enya mpa se okoi wanje card
oh me what rage card me gin on the 17th da no
nti uje card
me je card
all right
established
okay that's established
me je card now card in some omo ka no guy now almost we prada no e ho no mo na da come and they didn't know that I have other evidences and sabre ni yampo na me ma live na me live bia
oh
sabre ni nia na eto nia na me live bia nti e ho no na ye di nkomo no ina da lady ya o claim to have been assaulted ono na da video no so no mu hwe TV na ono na da so no na hwe nya no ono kwa na pie ba ndo pie ba ye no na o ma lock room no e mo begina gate na no nti media o me ka se nia no na o gina ho nti e ho no na lady ba ko epie e wo inside ho de o ka se mo mpanyimfo di musika wi a na mo ba hospital na ka se mo nkoto nyoma na mo di blame ba be maye no eno ena ono bisa oba e be ka se can I see your palm can you turn around na we so no so status many na can I see your palm mo mpa bibi me be padi ma me
oh to that time ni na we pra
me pra obi an hwe me nti on no say o ma me hwe ajaye e no say rura inside so she went inside and omo to dan nim so omo say no omo di nkomo no one of the ladies are no so say green e pie ba abonten o pie ba abonten no so be ye de girl ba ko ne ye na bia and I'm say na de be tate so nzire ma me hwe wonsa ne ma me dan no say to ma e no so ko rura inside right
so we be how many minutes we pra no obi am hwe war rage
that time
about 20 minutes
na be bro roughly 25 minutes going
all
right so that time ni mo no ena boy no right no the girl no baako de oso we pra yi e bai nti ono baaye no ena obebi say girl no no gina ono say ada e de ba asem na esi ena omo say we pra ena ono say oba be hwe me nti ono kwa ne ko inside ekofa agos na omo say bi ni wona yenkoto bi mra no ono ko fe baako bai no say me fanto me nsa no so at the moment in fact say e ka say obi attend to obi a minim how they explain that because obra me gos wa mehwe me me fanto so na me fa me nsa to se na be ya moja no emba ina the lady na oba second e be ka say me nda ne me nsa no hwe na me bisa na say na de be taxes nsu ni no ono nso ba ho no mbia na okita plaster say me fantale so instead of me nsa na me de beto so no enti me de mo hwe me video ba ko na me nsa no ye de plaster atale ho na me te wo me ka kire o mu kra say chale say ya na ti o boy na o mo say o mo hwe no because enti me ni o mo ayete wo no ina edi nkomo e ka say nduro bi mpo o mo say o mo de attend to him no tese ye ko keesi ansa na akonye bi na ye ni bibia e se nka emergency ward
no. Debi o here say no range asem na wo kan say duro
ebi no
be hwe dipa na we pre na
no
je mo ko kan shi
eno na girl ne ko kan say mo mpanyimfo ni wia musika wia na mo be kan tie ona me yi phone say asem na kan no na me record ye hear evidence nti wo de ka na afi de me record ma
e ho na de wo live ne ba ye
e ho nia na me start live no
oh okay
e ho nia ye part of evidence medical kasa after the medical and professional negligence no intika. And I even stated if there is a challenge I will go through you voice it out so that we will be able to address it as advocates. Na say to me say in pain phobia ya catch almost say we muni ade a omo hospital no omo fam ntimo mo because here dey say yes she be kasa straighten the system no e hodum no omu nia no obi ehun say camera say no lady here o claim say aboni because say or the gods in the brain no there was that I mean relationship or the nsa club a ball me phone no say stop the recording. Into the boss we no say ye dina anum ni akra ye you did on boys you koba no mo kobe ni ano e na misika kra ye e na mse da bi nya abotre na hwehwe na e bia na atoa baby o kona wo ba no. So there was no instance that girl no come ni any provocating argument be and anything that could trigger say me de mensa beka no. There was nothing. Enu free ono ni na me nya live o inti enumu no ena me de phone no say me bottom me record the conversation na ekoso e wo word ho enia which I have it now me ye na me tie nsem omo kania no ene na nurse phone no gu a omo ye omodwuma boys no omo de boy ni nkai ko hospital no remember me minim guy no I don't know him from Adam. But why somebody in the hospital no they keep going in coming out now me cry me catch up say calm me down they would attend to it mu da ma me na no that ne ban so no ne ban so no I had all those videos and those are things that I may cover just to speak about some of these things that it's unprofessional and inhumane. Say ye be man nipa ma me pengina ni tiri hu dwena ye fita na say even in pampo in e bi ni ho ana ye ni stature I bet to be atoso. Say ye nya time mpom me share na ana ye assess na obetumi free them na no nsa so na wada start no so ana ante na nya maame no mo kuta ne nana na mo ne nana no mo ne nana akola na kita maame payini a oda ne nsa so ko back and forth eba and I had all those recordings ni nya ye nyoma na me twa right Reach hospital and because they say na this medical asemo mo ka say breach of people's privacy near them. You can't put cameras on them.
Okay.
Right? Unless a criminality is being perpetrated.
Okay.
When there is a criminality being perpetrated, some law of breaching privacy, no. I don't think say law ye be no betrayal mu. Only now who catch me say me ba ufie which is your private residence. I am not even allowed to take selfie without your consent. Because it's your private place.
That's right.
But when me ba ufie na wo bo here and I want you to say we are me bo to I have every right say me wo kwai bi a to me etwa as an evidence.
That's right.
I am not bleaching any protocols of that. Embassies ain't allowed to be taking photos. But when there is a criminality being perpetrated in an embassy, you have every right as a Ghanaian to do whatever it takes to have an evidence of proof.
That's correct.
So when me Pia Montana, boy sene ba ku hu me, said that video no betumi dey atoso a. E no obisa me say, "Oh, Bosu Raf, they don't attend to you yet." No, let me quote him right. They finish with the dressing. And I me say, "Charlie, they don't do nothing no." And I all refer me to me ba ye na me catch omo say, "Omumpie." No one patient, you know. That be why I dey tell you say these people if be pressure than they need. But could give them pressure.
Guy in the casa.
A video.
Okay.
So a honum ena ye did up penten. That time the phone kitobi no recording. So I had to take the phone and enter inside the hospital. Mirror inside the BM no. Ena me call trauma room honum ni BM.
Maybe I branded it
down. Say me kwa because now one guy day if you want me pay say tell the boy no ewu nti on so video ni mu no na mo compress no sa bre no na nurse for bi gina station wa why say obi say on more than inside na moto mo say e gina ho in the video so sa bre ni mu no and I'm like what is this so can somebody do something obi nye bibi ye tell my boy newu no at this point evidence na on my phone also no can be doctored and I'm a boy so me to me aka say wakoye editing o twitwa baby dia be say baby so let me go live so that say baby to boy na there will be an evidence of proof.
Okay.
Me koye live ni mpo no sentra etegu ene yesi okọ ho ene yesi we nja ye obia because ono pe na e Ghana ni na sa kwa no me I just don't me na me be suit ya me say yi me say for a reason o yes say em say o my we no say suit and say onim nyansa because sa kwa na ngasa me ka se mo say o ba oni o mu tiri hwan yi say ena o mo ba hoodlam sa raf no on ne bo akwa no yes o twi no fom butu no me enti na me say quote na ebia me so mehu nyansa aka bia cause em say o my we we say quote na anim nyansa but sabre na me wo hospital ma me na no do obi na so ne ba eba me hodi nka be ka che tata na me call live e be ka che obi se o me ka che me se ne na oda obi na so no se me ke bi mo a ye be hwe no sa ma me no eba me video ni kwa san be ka se o pa che boys ne mra fom right and boys na no omubu ofu na omu agitate no was when omu boy ne da mpa so a ne ho po and a honum no and I saw live. Me call nursing station. They were all standing there as if nothing was happening. Now, young clarify we. Sa kwaya ni trimi we yi ne kama ushe na gentleman pa una bekas we nipa bia na dwene edwuma. But Odina TV so call back and forth e cheche nsemu no. O se boy se no e ba be wura per the account I the man no. But when to me enhu adwene ye nananom ye nananom e se penyiri dua mate mante. Ina se banyansafuo mpo se ye kasa na se okana nutuma ye kan yansafuo a ye kan ne kan hey sorry kwasia thank you se kwasia okana nutumu yansafuo mu a ye kan ne kan ye nhwa akoi se na dwene ye edwuma ana na dwene ye edwuma o se time a ye bewure mu no ono pe na account o raf no ye share ni wie ye a opie ye se ompe de ya ma no ompere ino no opie ye no e na kofa boys na mo di moto 25 obi anipa mako na tie ino omu bewurem na omu ba no na esefo ne ye smart oye ne se ya na oye omu ye smart ino omu tie moto no suna no ino omu dwane ko woro omu ho e se mufti ba ge we no na onu dia bebi o horo ne nsa ntonu we hu ti raf na ye ne sa o horo no ba bu no boys ni bi body ti no mu body na ye ne sa. Meanwhile, Captain, in the video, time I may be call live no, there were some nurses attending to even a patient the trauma room no more managing the night videos in the wall. I took it private because na mo jagugu fom me person me kase there should be even an employment ye be fa nkofo a ye surgery no almost clinic a form moja de begu baby a cleaners a paper. There should never be any instance say ye eduma na moja gugu form no obi no mort na da form no sir. Oh hospital me wo videos ni nya o rich na wo kan yo captain enya makolas enkomo ni ebi na kwaku cham krom kom wata enya gomu asem ne ka enya gomu rich en crime the Washington DC of Ghana
boy
say America for the Washington DC enti yeso ya Washington DC Accra hospital no mort gugu fom say me hu say video yi betwa mamohu na me ka ma me nka manu mpontum na we ukokan ye be ba bebo enti sabre ni nia no ye nwoma na me twa say later me kwa akohu minister ankasa the videos not say no just to also contribute to the betterment of the government. Because ye niano ya sudie ya sadie se ye beboa se nyoma bia enye no ye betumi atwitwa na ye de atrempen for no ma ye bibia fa ho enye social media keke me social media yi omo ye social nkofo so blogger me nya vlogger omo ye vlogging niano omo monetize your account omo di jiska me ni monetize account bia o bibia. My own is to just advocate for right things to be done. Captain or see ye be wure mu no ena omudwane pie ye ena call no kwa no mbebo no wo hwe video na anese phone na egu atani to obi. So at what point ena omudwane kwa woro mo ho a wo de wanye smart aye bebu ni bi hemfa na nipa o ya dwene ye adwuma ye wokura mu ye ngote no ye sabae no ebi kura ba ku bi o se me ye national threat mimi mo me ye national threat me ema mebunu a omutumi tena social media eka se ye bekum president ye twaniriti. We have a whole a first presidential aspirant all contested to be a president. Ekwasra omo hage omo. Na honorable minister of health eba hospital sabre na honorable ba hospital no obehu me no. Captain, uni maybe na mfiba. Let me feed the health ministry. Because don't forget, I said, say, we are doing everything possible to make sure that we straighten the system and also help the government to make sure, say, and no man here can the previous government in Libya and you go prison no. When we are ya bebe yomo, na ya catch romo, no more to one no more two, ya baby be found. And no, in an opano, me call your friend is saying, Ministry of Health, me feel Ministry of Health, no, in a minyan in TSA, honorable crano, or call hospital in respect to the issue that has happened. And I'm saying a fine case. Don't forget, Captain Udio Unim, Ashafu Ashayeni, or Kwako Minister Ukrumianoma. I shall be take 1,000 years. Kodako Bukuai, and honorable meeting, and on the way meeting, and or Quana, and a Bradice, I did so quiet inti. Say, oh, hot yeah, let me take advantage. Namin ko CCA. Inti Osha Health Ministry to Reja, less than 2 minutes drive. So I drove in. Maybe do honomono. Lucky enough, not honorable any the medical team no AP. And say honomono. Omo kase. Omo problem say. And a minister tia me so there is an issue no. Hospital ni niano. Omo of apeyini.
And the share hospital no so no.
Medical superintendent.
Oh, what hospital?
Your friend Dr. Leslie.
Okay.
And Captain Bisa say, then I'm who say your friend Dr. Leslie. Time as I did the way we near Kosono. There was one lady at Obaho, say what is say, yes, you'll be about my old video. Kwasiasema kwakwa, in for I am amazing. So me Piebano, no only one of the ladies or in that confrontation. And I called her say, Jano, ignore where near the target. Where we or you say near because there is a system break. Right? If the systems are well fixed, on to me pom na no ndi krama impatem na kantama be nipa e hospital. If we are really upholding to our laws and punishing medical negligence and professional negligence, what she was doing is out of professional negligence. Onim yo ye. Nti ignore her. E honom na Dr. Leslie no. Ah ye the superintendent. Neni tia uni chasidi na mamento ade konta lady no yes ad ordinance say bem na say lady. Now, but now when sending him come here, it will be a different conversation. So who could you fear? Now to me, Bono, and Yan and Numen Cassa say, so boyfriend, who you be now to me, and they know the nurses were there. And no, and now, a honomono, don't forget, that time no, near Mama Jai video no, when Mr. Eric came in and I say, oh, Ralph, stop the video for me. So after speaking outside no, I had to end it out of respect.
Leslie.
They be CEO of Bike Life. No, so I be do.
Oh, okay.
Into Dr. Leslie, and offer me said, no, Ralph, please, come. And no change me because say, Ralph, I am going to attend to you myself. Ignore whatever that has happened.
So in all this, no, now one Saturday I attend to
videos in here clear if they can play it.
And medical superintendent no share.
Oh, say,
regional. Yeah, no.
Question time a lady ni ba wa okoka say inkurase for na we na wan a make say say nsabo me a it will be a different conversation oka uni trust ni ha obebo me uni me unkwasi asem. So Dr. Leslie has to calm the whole situation down and odi ekose dan odi ekose honom no na lady na me na me ka say Ralph, I am a medical practitioner. I don't think it is safe for you to at this moment seek for medical help from any person here. Don't trust nobody. We need to leave. Wow. Dr. Leslie, and I make a say, no, doc, we need to go. No, Ralph, please. I am going to attend to you myself. Right? Into oniminia in a nanti pia bonting. Emma ordinary ID card. Emma me says I may say me seeking for treatment and what they are. Baby, I'm a person menko. But if say I feel say so he's willing to do it for me. Dr. Leslie should go or call the minister and say he gave me his card. The only thing the card the man from Mahanum, right? The ID card no the man one of the guys and I was talking to one guy Misiano, or so a medical staff, or no crowd, no stop him say, oh no, Ralph, don't go, please. I know you have been watching on social media. Come, I work here, I'm not a nurse, but come, let me see to you and make sure that they attend. And I'm saying, no, it's fine, I appreciate this, but I need to go at this moment. Dr. Leslie no me hunidi e won a card na so. Onu na walking me out of the hospital. So now the secretary to the one papa ya onam kasa bible. Onu sa papa no. Se na mabu obi at that moment no enti eba ne say in a Dr. Leslie ba ye no. Don't forget Dr. Leslie had made a statement that is being recorded, but for the sake of what he did later, no, I wouldn't want to talk about that because later on, who said the Okai, you know, in Kayi, but he had come back to show remorse by telling me, say, so I need to ignore that. I don't even have to make that a conversation, right? But then, Senasa Breno, Mabu Obi and we prayer, and Kaudi said, Doctor, medical superintendent, we hospital, no, moon nurse for no activity, go in your papa, on the yeja. Honomono. Uji say nkono adaka say yankona mengohwe. Obi a yabo ne bama when you dislocated shoulder. And that frustration in Kwabeka say pom ni pie. Right? But osemo ma Ralph bramia mehwe. That moment na yes I did back and forth na say match 450 aba hono mo mutiri ti say media bia. Omo ye wi form akono mo red aba we. Metie minimum nsa no obi oni mi bia nim. Me no mo nsa. I don't smoke. I don't do none of all these things they are accusing me of. Send your no kase and some of the colleagues on social media they told us so. Different from who he is, you know. They all come from me, hono. It's far opposite who I am.
Okay. Enti
Captain, okay. So at that point now, na our conversation we cause say tax abe rem or ma be girl no mako pusina to form ma bobo no we pra no. There was a police presence. There were police officers. No more koba. Emma edu baby mpono. Na me ni police for ni jina wa omu tie Ralph preaching. Say who police ni a wo jina we. We dwuma ne say wo bebo me ho ban. Nti ye dina hi. Bia na esi ni no. Ni kunu businessman. Ono an robbers akwa attack no. Ye be frɛ hwan say ongongohwe. Police, right? Now, police ni no ekɔ na say an robber ni mu no etuo kana ye de ne be kɔ he. Hospital. Ya de ne ba hospital na esi ni se wa bre okudidi aba mu nya abotre na mo de mo ba na mbeche de enye fa video ba ko ne to so mame na esi ni this video was a video what happened last year. I went as far as the nursing and registered whatever almost officer or she say me kwa report it. Nobody even gave me a human ear to listen to the plight of the people.
Then you see
but video no na Ghana for nhwene ento aso ye kumame ye muntie
okay what dey koso ye bebo
me hu so dey atoso se sound ne ba no motia nurse ni atomoduro e dey ama patient e wo ward after said doctor e prescribe e duro de man no
waton ama no
omo ton nuro hospital I have evidences
that's about okay
nurse for na dan pharmacist wo hospitals omo ton nuro
bed so no na ton aduro
me say opa ye ma nipa kwan say omo mfre attest to this omo ton ato kraba
oh David
Jesus Christ
oh
me say
what's it who needs what's that kolebu what dan pass na what aduro
Captain there are a lot of investigations I dey wey omo hu an opportunity aba me say there have been ya beka Captain unim say Confrontation oko emergency one ma omo ton so hie o
oh, and some of the yeah, Naija.
Exactly.
BBC was a moment on social. Into
Confrontation hospital. Emergency, for emergency. Almost was here. What would Kumasi out from me, Bosso? Captain, me hospitals are my almost curtains a same almost bed in some close room. And my patients describe it say, Ahanum, in some close room, a warding.
And to the video now,
no, guy na or that hospital one doctor a prescribe a drug the man. Doctor no prescribe a drug the man no. Eba no pa orientation no. You know be who say no. A drug na eguya no. Any way na make say yen farmer. You didn't can administer two.
I want to try. To boss answer. Come so jiji dem. Which suit? To who answer? Says I know Omoka.
The American woman training me in Tadisha.
So can someone say,
me person me more muso almost shoot to send and
doctor no I prescribe a drew a true drew I am for money poor yarino. Doctor na de chen ye no ba bi mu who say a drew na egu ya afọ ne nchen ho nya no no tro ye to aso.
Na oka sa wie no ye ne rounds no. Na nurse fo no abesesa sa nduro na fi ho. Akofa eduro fofo de abegu na boy na ye de sa de di me wo se me se obi twa ntro yi me ye bosomsum ni enro am ko hu me nananom enti centro na me twa captain me say I will fight for the people of this country and make sure that people's life will be saved in this country.
See who doctor never share drone ko and nurse for no be fa de egu ho no
efi ho
no mo de
for aba begu ho na boy na twa ato ne phone so dada
say no
me de say na producer obetumi de ato so
okay
ema boy ni twai nti oye na me bisa nti sandro na o twai na wen ina o de picture we sign me right nti ehonu no ni wufu ina o complain say eye nkum bia nkom akuni dada that video no wo mommo masa ekum bia nkom akum dada at that moment no anybody
hold on o mic ni ye yi ma me pia she ho yi
captain meboa
o twen that's right
for 1,000 the best 1,000
yanto aso
now obi a na dwene ye dwuma bia at that moment no adwoble o why a mistake ade no could have taken the life wano na akatum et said en kwa mesrew et me pachew yanye ne yi yesrew kwasasem akwa nkwasasem mobile hospital na mbese meche what triggered me the most I am a nurse ni no didi attempt sa no say paracetamol de kum nipa o so eduro no no de bre nipa no paracetamol na paracetamol de kum nipa na me man ko school abon nti me na ma na me keka nkwasasem
ko school paracetamol
minim minim now when you complaining like that no and na wo say wo kan wanu tum na wo tete ne mumpo say bia paracetamol your friend say tramadol ya enum say painkiller paracetamol ye painkiller but milligrams no say your friend say amount 1,000 milligram na say ye nya paracetamol ankasa ye betuna ma tramadol your friend say bia 500 milligram e betuna sustain the same pain inti explain it no na ontiase these are some of the endron neguso no
but you drone na o try do na that
right omo be yi fi ho no ni nia wo ho nti at the end of the day eyenyoma ekoso a me soli kutia sankase na betumi abo video baako na wo hwe word ho nom curtain se wo ho fi toilet room ho house apapai in fact it's very sad. So these are things that I am covering to make sure that at least I will help the system. And I know Captain, the only me kika unzeminia, and you inqua. Yankupon for the currency. Me, the same hospital, I had to go and change almost toilet seat. Toilet seat and never ward. Now, me for the currency, Masa, Masaudu, never pawuye. And I did me say, I did a cool papano, me real way, and I said to myself that I will make sure I do that thing for the hospital.
Okay.
Toilet seat in water closet, apai. Apai. And yes, apai a crack you. Apai me ye free o. Inti oko hospital one ma. Say adena ahana pai seat round no. Apai inti say wo squat e won chen no. Say nyame ye wadom nyame ye wadom na wo Patrick Kane. Adeni betumi etwa wo be bilie.
Sure.
And then na papa the word one order no. On penti or say or call word for akuja ne nan. E no ko slepe.
Nene ti ko bo from
alhamdulillah nyame na dema nyame na age ewia na na pen wila bi tetere no ho muslim yakoto ne twene. This was professional negligence that took the life of somebody. Me catch me who say I will do this for the hospital.
Okay, nti edro no ye be wie no ne aba ho. Edro no nurse ne fire no mo report my doctor and say na nurse na ye.
Doctor ni hu ye ono na confirm me say nye edro ni ni.
Oh.
Enti anya afi na akọ report bibia ma obia. Ono na confirm man guy no.
And omo ye nurse ne dey.
Oda hu ye adwuma. En dey asem we si ye. For ne to so na obia nhwe no. Owo comment sections ase di atem
The sameness.
The sameness not on do or better do more or beconto. Or that's all. Anyway, Monfanimla. There be more fun than any like where they know that. And these people are not supposed to be in the agency and answer the institution.
Wow.
Yes, a medical way health a noble profession and I will work out. And noble, yet it's a noble was saying. And such people. Muntie.
Draw the man on. Who him Nansina or Doctor Nina or bad draw the man on. Who him Nansateno. And yes, Unim draw Unim Nansateno. Unim Nansateno. Unim Nansateno. In a draw no choino. Doctor Neba Wababum in our catch us. And you draw a metromano and ye. This is it. And father didn't who you came to respond to me. And I'm telling you, sir, you are not being professional. You are not being professional. On Sunday come here. On Sunday come here. On Sunday come here. It will be a different thing. What will you do? There be Messi and come into whom? There be Messi and come into whom? There be and Sunday come so you wouldn't see it. Say come here, you will feel it. Say Anna Mukun Kofo. Yakacha say for a Jew in a doctor actual money panel or say doctor ne buy wakacha and say a do na with the man no and you know right and you know the be born no wouldn't see na be friend oh my boss me pa chot na say and you say na do no we ni ya e baako na nu pa ye baako a nke ba ne say na doctor ne buy no o ka cha say da be na do na me choma oni ina o ka say ye kum bia nka ye kum ko ye din ka de do no mienu esi ne so dada ba ko na doctor ne buy no be ka say enye no ya be fe no ko e de fofra aba o se be ma ne nkasa ona wo ya matu into school no akora anim nyansa no anu nie o doctor ni na o be tro do ni
Sinini, Captain.
Wow.
Ote, na minim se sisi a uni twase di no. Ya kire nurse fo ni nya kan. Because we say o ma me o papa ne yaku no. Ba ko no so sa lady no so be kasa o rage no so sa uni twase di nurse ni o. Ubedu ma me. It's sad. If say a trainee and call for say in a institutions and hospitals people, Captain. Idea we ya kan wonsem no oko filling station ko bu fuel a pump attendant no odina no e feel so entitled as o ye u favor oko a bank na oko akoyi sky teller na ote wo no de obeye no ho ase sika na da wo na ye ono ne dia e na oyi bia ma oko police station ina wenya asem ina ni police ni kan how obeye police ni to me video ba ko be bi send me police ni ati obi eje onasum pow Daniel ma we mu nia no me gene ho na me hu bia na me bisa nti Ghana yi I mean but ya fly no Kotoko ya say mabo nurse ni nti eno ho nsem na sisi aye
nti eno meba we no so but me pese me hu onobo akando ba ho no wo be kire mu Leslie be twen wo call inside now wo koto akando no den si
Captain in a Juma, why you do that to the most was a Katia, the CBA, what Primo, to comment in going for a commercial break. Now, Dr. Leslie, any your friend is saying, honorable Minta Kando, in age now. So, honorable Minta Kando, Tia, maybe, Ena, your friend saying, Miss Sanso Tilemensa, Emma, Dr. Leslie.
Oh, Tina Kando, Kwana, which
Debbie, video near Claire, meaning some of the moon tire. Come on the torso. Say move to me you see that social media. Time I ever home to me you there torso. I greeted him on no problem so that beside me say, so how is the hand? Were they able to suit it for you? And I'm saying, oh yeah, they did it. Inti at that moment, na mabu obi. E man na beti hwan kwa mo makoye a friend saying first scene shot no. Say antes no omukoye ni inside ho. Kwablane and he broke my hands and he give me a fist. Minim girl no baby because you are boxing. Or no, I don't know if it was a tap or it was a fist, but I was able to dodge some of the fist. Who dodge some of the fist? Now who say me didn't he? Say me say nan kame ebu ampa. Say why bibi a me ebu na mimpo obi a me advocating for something in whose right senses.
David one case onya se ko be na obebo ba. I mean,
me ko upon time e mo oba e pa maso mako sis. Say obi otifu temu e patch pothole. In the meantime na me nya akonya sia panyin bi a me nka nche omo se to boot a abanda da yi twemu say mema omo persons with disability for no ye betumi install omo instate omo e was some of the institutions like feeder roads any highways e may be more patch potholes ebi mu betumi atata lift mu ti say isi ana say me hu bi me ko arrange wo kwa me ko hu bi I bi ti eyi e friends lift mu omo no omo direct intimi ntwa lady be yi car if na odu oda mbisa say na wo kwa ya do the car be wo me a masa are you normal are you okay enu mu nkomo de masumu tei madam ko eti adan osole pa mante me nsa ba kumpa mfa mo obi obo maso na obi ono de gos bre me de to me nsa no so e na metumi atoto no bro e mo no ne tactics a wo so no boxing munti otumi doje kakra inti Dr. Leslie was there. Now you see, well, let me be professional, let me not go there, and no will be evidences, right?
Eti ucha minta kando wi no na ukochia Leslie.
Mitia Dr. Leslie. E wo hwa nyesa ina me ko.
Nyesa wunti na kando ba hoso be hagew.
No. I mean na misia omo. Misia omo no respectfully. Untumi ntia tetedie ni bi. Captain, good afternoon. Gordon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. DH, good afternoon. Yeah, be engane sa. Utia we wetia. Oh, you know, you set out pleasantries. And Dr. Leslie Numpo ehono ebisa mi aba me nsei. Inti na ma ye boni a mekum nipa ye say ye mfa homa nkwa kyekyere me kon no. Na nipa na me di ne babone. Because medical superintendent, you know, ne money and nurse for ni.
Oh sure.
Any a doctor for.
Exactly.
Inti me di ne babone e ma me prayer ne ba say. Say even oni etire mpo no bete ye mpo say sa una prayer ne ba na. Sa no pa ne de na wo hu say eyewa. Inti nka that moment no me tire me nsampo no. On fi me.
All right. Ebisha, yene raf na ebo nkomo. Na me share video bi ana sofo Kofi Oduro. Say di na no anu no. Yeah, me nua pani. O say. Tie!
Ye tie. Bodo mu tie.
O say. Ono ankasa ko hospital a. Ohun se kwabrane or the hospital mpaso. We muni atofom say team. Obi amfi no. Obia amfi ni parama da form ho sa producer video no ho. Na ni pare da ho. Ye what angel we started something near friend Tenkorang. Patients lives matter. Maka just say enche be san ba so ha. Eniema epie ye wa ase. Eni nsama yarefo ni bi be kan ye no. Eni de rafo kan de ne ehunu. Eni de wunim ni de minim me maka just say rage madam for wa bruche me de yere ko so nko. Enya me do afi bi okọ retirement o yare o ba ya. Rafo ke ku madam for ne yere ne she me.
Me and my sister will be. Me and my sister Jiriba may her soul rest well.
Okay. Yente sofo Kofi Oduro.
Mandate me sorry call, you know, hospital, no security, nothing. Portray nonsense. They said you're penny movie anti-groma. And you can't blame them too much because you are nurses. Or be my meda. Me call them my general. Ne patient free and pass over here from say team. Or the horse 40 minutes. Me call Achimota Hospital. Here, 5 nurses, 1 doctor, they were on tablet. And the patient was lying next to us. Me. And these ones were giggling on the internet. Asiafu amunyune. She uniform, okay, said Tramanfua, woman, you are so heartless. Most of you nurses and most of you doctors are so heartless.
And you see, I was saying, but says patients' lives matter than you who nipa ya any surgery view why you jen near my woman. Etimisi ane Dr. Bikraka say we BS to Germany da BS to baby that no problem but area no aya na more reaction actually say aya na say
there is a consequence, doctor.
Baby,
Captain.
Krom ha, obi di edro. AC obi so. Yesi emfa nsuo nsi ne so. Panie na ode edro ni fam no. Baby ode wo e nipa na ono. Yede panie de wo no ho ka cho say nurse ade ni nim ntirim na mete say awo me nipadua no. Atra ntiri no wo skin no. Osi o dabi enko flesh bia na wo e betene.
Captain. What him say, Captain?
Me rap. Ensuo ni gu nipa de skin ni mu body ni mu saa.
Why tom.
Na fi nipa de nsa no ahono. Akra wada ma mache.
Captain mache.
Bibi aboko. Well, we did ba mo din. Your friend was saying, person wow introduce you.
Yo, within the Dr. Ramsey Inusa.
Dr. Ramsey Inusa. We school doctor na
medical
doctor.
Medical doctor.
Okay.
I'm an FMG. Foreign medical graduate.
Okay. Medasi. And come here, you boy there na woni mo.
Well, in Koma mo born there, meteo social media.
Okay.
Na nsema koso ewo your healthcare sector no. Anya dia eye. So me in particular no, my jai practicing. I don't practice.
What jai?
I don't practice. I can't. I am an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And researcher. And currently, no, me the political research director for the Movement for Change.
Okay.
Yes. So the me person me can say abranche otina hanu. Me nimneda. Me shianeda. Onye madamfo ana Raf unimi.
No. In the nation.
Yes. So I want you to also put it on record say. Yes. It is by coincidence say ya be shiawa ha. Na Captain, adia ya me araho ne say Ghana Police Service. Omoye akuo bi a wan hwe ya there will be a time no civilians ebe to show mu in a way and manner omu hunda ewo krom hanum, and it could be instigated by political actors, especially those that have been victimized by police brutality. On Thursday me fie ewa Belempe na mabedru fie by 4:30 honum no, and minya distress call say Nkrofu bi ewo pick up mu, but omo suspect say omo we armed robbers. Obi oni ma Belempe bia nim say Belempe now aye area crime ekoso wo ho pa. And as an opinion leader and a politician no, I have watchdogs around my street. Into no back close to me, my property, my car for a while I get a call. Into no menya call no say these were men be will pick up more on my parky me honum no on my son call back abe parky or the same place. They've gone back again and on my take it a 10 no. And me friend me guard say asema esi no ntino me see for my koshe there na ekoso. So I went outside and I spoke to one of the residents and I was say pick up be afa right side 10 honum no. Nti me nanti koye me nanti ampa me hu say pick up be park tinted. And the number plate no ye GE and ye GP. GE. Into producers no crowd pictures no they would show you in the video. Into omo park here hona me call car and chain to number one verify if they are indeed armed robbers and now say suspicious individuals are and as will be a minimum. So me call pick up the chain and I introduce myself as Dr. Inusa. I'm a resident here. Can I be of help to you? Captain, from nowhere. And because they are drunk in power and tea, because they are moving some of your police officers, no power.
Are they wearing uniform?
They were not wearing uniform.
Okay.
And in the car, no, some of them had earrings and budget afu. So I questioned them. I said, My name is Dr. Inusa. Can I be of help to you? From nowhere, no. The driver in the car, no, okache me say, me fa me kwasa se me mfi hoko. Me a doctor ntidien. Ah, just like that. Me a doctor ntidien, me fa me kwasa se mfi hoko. And of course, if somebody talks to you like this, me area, opinion leader, if there's any issue in a belempe, pin crowd drop here, me na mo frɛ.
That's right.
Me na mo frɛ. There are so many things. Tesano police station. There was a time a crime officer be wo na oye juma yepa. I adopted the police station every year biya no Christmas. Me mom way. Me ma ye de maako aduano ekoma. As a way, an initiative that I started say everybody should adopt a police station. No munchro mo odo. Captain, I went back from the vehicle when I realized that they were a bit aggressive, no. And when earrings near about you say no, I realized that bibi fishy. Into me call mechi. On my way out, no, na me guard. Esusa ba. Into me found me phone na me friend one COP. Ewo police headquarters. Say, asema is no, but there are some suspicious individuals. Me nim baby omo free. I don't know who they are, but we need some help here. Before I realized no, omo two ba me so, and I'm a guard no. Realizing that came on them to try and came to de-escalate, not assault. Captain.
Oh, we fika no so
so. And I'm a guard who saw action. By the time I realized omo to asheme so. Share, Captain. Me guard no mo bono ama omo hankofe me e dia to me sa to mechi a hankofe me. Yeah. Me THE. And then they threw me in the police. That time, no, police pickup be abba with the inscription police. At the time I was speaking to them, there was no police pickup. The police pickup be by, and then there was a private car into Nobia too, and then they also went on the action. And almost two share me so almost two pickup no more. And they took me to the police station. I'm going to call police station. No. Some of the officers in the police station knew me. And to home and they were surprised. Say, no, Papa, I'm going to Bahadi Asante. So when that officer, one ASP, Nana Bofo, I have been able to get his details. Nana Bofo. Who say, Nipano Wacheno, one share Asemebano. Can you imagine, say, Wako trust statement? Say, me, Oshemia. Captain, make me assault 10 people. I say me buomo. Me nimse me wa honde sa. Me nimse me wa honde the bon crofo 10. Say me wa honde the bon crofo more than 10. And then they said police uma mo ye dey say omo jai. And for him to falsify his statement, and nuna a dawn on me, say Captain, there be no a lot of advocates, a a lot of citizens. But we, the political actors, we do nothing about it. But and then I'll be coming. And I felt it. Until imagine say, menye obia me wo platform ekasa. And I say menye ni petitu obi. Anka Captain, they would have gone scot-free.
And almost so mo ba no mo hwehwe.
Until police station honom no, and I investigator no catch me say, omo hwehwe one RAF. And I say RAF ben, or say in line with the Rich Hospital case. Now, Captain, who him say movement for change. Those people who are
RAF.
RAF, RAF. Acheno. RAF, do I look like RAF?
No.
Mitino Rasawum.
Debbie.
So by the sense, may I introduce me who are say me a Dr. Inusa now a bomb. So, Captain, a same way, call and then petition call IGP ho. Amnesty International has been prompted. But, Captain, a same way, Beko Nerie, no, me promises say I'll set up a specialized fund to finance individuals and citizens that have suffered police brutality, what I say, and unlawfully or illegally convicted under our criminal jurisprudence. I'm going to submit a petition. These police officers do not deserve to be police officers anymore. That is part of the reliefs we are seeking. Number two, we are seeking damages for assault. But, Captain, French philosopher Bika Assembly, or say law no, you see law no, to perpetrate injustice, then I dare say break the law. Captain, Asama Makanamabu baby. I am a political actor. I have thousands of people that I could have called on that day, and all hell will break loose. But I didn't choose to do that. Captain, I didn't choose to do that. That is why there be elections bar, and I'm not supporting that. We, the political actors, we gather our men at the police stations. We recruit people to be security guards for us at the police stations to guard our vote, because we cannot trust the professionalism of the police service. International Kosono, Captain, it's uncalled for. A branch away, the advocacy now, you know. I know the ills and the rots in our health sector and system. That is why some of us cannot even work in that system, Captain, because you will be a target, you will be an enemy for saying this, for speaking the truth. Mamin Kancha was Assembly. When I was in the 3rd year medical school, me be attachment be kolebu pathology. Na at that time no, ye wo mock, ye juma wo mock honum rotation. Na patient be wuye oyoba, she died from eclampsia. Utie Captain. Eclampsia is one of the conditions a war for mba omo wanyese no suffer from. It's one of the common causes of mortality when it comes to our pregnancy. Intino omude ne ba morgue no wewu na ne ba hyeniyem. And pathologists no hwe na obisa say dey na see and doctor na operate on a lady no e buy. Do you know say omo operate lady no cesarean no omo ni moja wo ho.
Omo ye oba ni CS no.
CS no omo nyam
twa na yi akola no.
Na moja stand by any ho. That is a risk. Na omo yi akola no fi ni na doctor ne pathologist ne ka say oh the way the menstrual wo the say enuafo na otro bibi keke. That was the first sight me who rot in our medical jurisprudence.
Also we the menstrual
yeah enuafo. This was the first time me who rot e was system no more. Captain, I don't know today, but me bi, me wo for bi, and I say anybody could have been a victim of such medical negligence. As Minister Kayano, every year biano there's a 10 million way sika abantua because of medical negligence. There's a lot, but people do not have the voice to speak out. People do not know their rights in this country. Intina nyema we ni na ekoso ewo krom hanum. But we are calling on the President, John Dramani Mahama. If indeed this is your research agenda, you have to start with these fundamental issues that are bedeviling our society today. Answer, Captain, we have no future. Politician biya yarea. Any minister, any MP yarea, or call him for Kwasano yarea.
Someone said nurse for the
Na ya giant. So it is an issue, Captain. It is an issue. I'm sure, sir, going forward, I'm sure, sir, you guys will follow up on the case. But police were not there. Omu who said they saw the tail of a cow, but they did not know that they stepped on the tail of a lion. Captain, justice will be served. And all of them, I will try and get their pictures one by one. I mean, my own private investigation.
All right.
I will uncover all their faces. Ebimusha mask. But we are going to write to the IGP to give us details of these officers because
some arrest to say be a political party rally near the Mujin na ye who one feel say what also you boys here be too deep on no match. Who arrest ewo baby bronu bi so a the police for uniform na eko. And so oh my God. Raf.
Yeah, professional negligence na and you see some of these things nyoma say unye obi a o se obe probe into it a ebebo man ka because at the end of the day, you know, you realize that one year juma ye, and you see, you're abusing Kofa. A chrome ya pen and who soldier for the omutigatim. So Jenny, nay at the Oma Kojina gatem, a buglusi, you say, Fawi. Na soldier for tigatim, Tammy be two omufi honomono. We abuse Nipa, boys here all come masemi. So we are police for ampa, send ye honorable treaty muya. Any they working, and at that point, you know, they were going to do a lawful police duties, and that unit, you know, and as uncle for kuno, uncle for ya do omuye eduma separate kura. A special a friend saying unity bianca any say man ko fompo hu because when man ko fo hu omo bebrebe sampa na fi eduma na omo ye no it has been compromised. So what I say meno I feel like honorable kan you know if it is a reset agenda President John Dramani Mahama yeah, then we need to make sure that that institutional break failure na e way my no at least we can't solve it 100. We need to start from somewhere. First ones has to be the basic ones that we need as a country. 1, with our health. 2, our security. 3, our education. Those are normal basic things. In sanitation, we should make it an essential thing as a people. And yes, sir, Charlie, in a mechanical captain say in suo on top. Na say good chance dan so a ebegu ankura ni mu a onuma enye yi nsuo na eto e wo man we mu no egu chance dan no so nti nsuo no e ma wadwene nya wo say ankura na yema no nsu papa bi na si wo fie ho no obanyansafo ebu ne be enka na sem ipo wo nyansa emfa nkwa adwendwe mu nsuo e form clouds a it comes as a clean water but en chance dan na ya wo man Ghana no aye fi nsuo ni begu so a ansa na megu wankura mu no na nsuo na say let's build a country.
Captain, the American to John said, never were question in regards to your police service. I don't blame the police per se. I blame we the political actors. But Captain, you are born with the rule. We members of a movement for change say protocol sema yede police for no. I say ejai. Say Obi sorry na onim MP and also onim minister bia. Through that protocol channel, he gets recruited into the police service. Yeah, sure. We should abolish that. Because we realize the police service should be an institution that recruitments will be based on meritocracy and not your familiarity with any political actor or any political leader. And also, sisi police no abeyefo because who scar obetimetua ako police no. That is why we have some of these hooligans in the police service, giving it a bad name. But hopefully, no, you better fish them out. And we would make sure the law will deal with them. These hooligans do not have to belong to the police service. They do not deserve to be called police officers. And I promise, Captain, and now I'm in Okasano, I will take this fight on personally. Like I said, they thought they stepped on the tail of a cow, but they stepped on the tail of a lion.
But Captain,
finally,
even respectfully, in response to the dog Kai say protocols and selected people on meritocracy, no, it is very good, very, very important. But even in the fact that minimum captain and a captain IGP and a captain honorable asimisi and the Yamani protocol and the Afa Raf so may police. Raf police, you know, at that moment he took an oath of office to serve the country and not captain. So we have lost our Captain. Unim say asemi esi orage we. Adebakwa ye me yapan say none of the nurses any the medical staffers now security for input I walk it to the honorable no the health ministry to go and say no if I come out publicly to say adena omode to abrante so no enye no kure ensisa ye be victimize no right but as a human as a Muslim as a Christian me jina me di akase me taking an oath to serve this country and no any institution there and group be an association. Amrantia no eba ho they were agitated say no omunipa da wa yen hwe no ono omu ye dede but as so obi bo obi die it never happened. Honesty, integrity ashreye so mine Nti say unyo opportunity so obi ye honorable bi ne wa ma opportunity say ko serve wo man mu any institution bi a go and serve the country. It's an opportunity that has been given. Enye obi a na enya yanka say fa no be intimidating nkofo yanka say fa no wura nkofo. We are building a country. Eyes are watching, ears are listening.
Thank you Madame Huaba. Ya kano. Ya de beto aso me ba sisi ya.